fish. My mother's shaking her head somewhere in Texas. No, it's it's funny that you say that. I just had a very emotionally heavy day on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, and it was a full day of just me. Jared had the day off, and it was it's very taxing. I would rather do a full day of stunt work than a full day of emotional acting, because there's a difference between being physically depleted and emotionally depleted. So it's as far as trying to deal with it, I just try to go home and get some sleep and talk to my friends and call my family and remind myself of why I'm actually doing this. But it's just something that you do, and I've been doing it for so long. I'm thinking it's just for me it's just a hard day at work. But it feels there's a certain gratification you get to at the end of the day when you really give it your all, and you're that wrecked and that spent at the end of the day. It's like, I actually put in some good hours today. So I think that kind of gratification helps me get through.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. My name's Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
I was wondering how long it takes for you to memorize your lines and what kind of techniques you used.
Well, after you've been doing it for a couple of years, the same role. I mean, Jared and I have gotten, and I don't want to say we've gotten lazy, but we've gotten very quick at the memorization process. It depends on how, like the stuff that I did last Wednesday. I went home on Tuesday night and spent about an hour going over it and looking at it and trying to decide how I wanted to do it and how I wanted to play it. I rarely do that. I usually, Jared and I get picked up in the mornings and ride to work in the same truck. And so we generally go over our lines on our way to work, then again in the hair and makeup trailer, and then we go and block it and shoot it. So just a repetition. I can read a 2 or 3 page scenes, or 2 or 3 page scene 2 or 3 times and have it memorized. So I think it's like a muscle. The more you do it, the better you get at it.
Does Tenachero have a distributor yet?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Carly.
Hi.
I was just wondering, Hell Breaks Loose Part 1 and 2,
Yeah.
where Jared's dead,
Yeah.
and you had to hold him. How were you able to pull that off? Because that was really good when you were when he was dead.
I'll tell you what, it's some of the best work he's ever done. The cool thing with the show and the 2 characters is and working with Jared is that we work together so much that it's not hard to see him like that and then try to envision him like that. If I was fresh on a TV show and I didn't really know the people that I was working with, I might have to think of somebody else in that position to kind of get me there emotionally. But because he and I are such good friends and we work together so much, it's like, he's practically a brother to me anyway, and it's not that difficult to shut up. Trying to talk to you people. And it's just working with each other, and he and I we're just able to do it. I guess I don't really know that there's a formula for it, but it's like I said, any of those kind of days they're very taxing. And I remember definitely a scene where I'm talking to him and kind of break down and stuff. I went to Kim Manners, who was directing that episode. And I said, all right, Kim, I got to know what you're planning on doing for this scene, because I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to be through it. So if you could minimalize your shot list and just shoot it from 2 or 3 angles as opposed to 6, it's going to help me, because otherwise I'm just going to dry up and be worthless. So he did. He and I collaborated a little bit and tried to figure out the best way to shoot it, and the quickest way to get it done, so that I'm not a total wreck. And it's always his episodes too. Of course, I'm going to forget the name of the episode, but the where we're no. Although yeah, that was him too. No, when we're sitting on the end of the episode, we're sitting at the front on the front of the hood, and I said, "Thank you." And I remember that scene where I was like, he's your dad too, and I shouldn't be so hard on you and all that stuff. And I got so wrecked after that. I had to take a walk down the road because I was so messed up, and I'm just like, Kim, man, better quit that. So it's just, there's really no formula for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Cher.
Hi.
I have a two-part question.
All right.
First of all, I heard that Robert Singer said that Jeffrey Dean Morgan might be back on this season. I wonder if you knew anything about that.
I have no idea. Yeah, Bob doesn't tell me a whole lot.
Okay.
Hey Bob, was that good? Did you like that take? Oh, you're one of those actors? That's Bob.
Okay, I wanted to congratulate you on the ace that you made. And
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
She's speaking about the hole-in-one I made this summer.
Yeah. And I wondered if you thought of being in his Pro-Am tournament.
And I don't want to paint the wrong picture. I'm not like some, Phil Mickelson here or anything. I just like to get out and play, hit a ball, right? But if I had time, I'd love to do some of those tournaments, but I just don't have any time. It sounds fun. I hear it's cool. But unfortunately, I'm stuck up in rainy Vancouver with Jared all day long. Such a sensitive crowd.
Do you have any favorite golfers?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any favorite pro golfers?
Oh, I don't know that there's one specific that Woody Austin's kind of fun. Because he breaks clothes over his head. I feel his pain. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Two quick questions and a tiny comment.
Okay.
First, regarding Phantom Traveler.
Yes.
Do you share Dean's sentiment regarding flying?
No.
You did a great job of acting like someone who's afraid of flying.
Acting like an idiot? Do that a lot. No, I fly way too often to be. I'm the guy that is asleep before we taxi out to the runway. Yeah.
And is there any possibility of you returning even in a cameo scenario to your role as Eric Brady? His name's been brought up a lot lately.
Yeah, I got a call from Ken Corday last year. Ken Corday is the owner of Days Life. And he wanted me to come back for, I forget what the event was going on, but I'm sure some of you probably know. For like a half a dozen episodes or something, and I was like, you know what, yeah, let me see but we just can work out the dates. So as long as I keep as busy as I am, I probably won't. But you never know.
Hope for it.
Yeah.
And the comment is the bracelet that I left for you as a gift in the photo op room.
Yes.
I made it. I didn't buy it. That's so I like this one, but it's him.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi. We're crying over spilled milk. I'm just kidding. No, I hope that they get what they want, because that way we get what I want. Well, we get what we want when we go to negotiations. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Dean's jewelry, the necklace, the ring, the bracelet, are we ever going to...
I don't know. I honestly don't know. No, what it was is, I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but or heard me say this before, but in the beginning, and when we were doing the pilot, I said, I want this guy to have things, because he's in this supernatural world, and he travels around. He's probably got amulets and things that are associated with what he does. So the costume designer at that point, and myself, kind of went through this whole stuff, she just dumped a box out on a table. She's like, this is all the stuff that I've had, you know, accumulated through the years and all the projects I've worked on. So we kind of went sifting through it a little bit, and I saw something that was really cool, and I saw another thing that was really cool, and I was like, yeah, okay, let's do this, let's do these. And of course I had to okay him with Eric, and he looked at him and he's like, okay, we'll come up with reasons why you have those. And I was like, whatever. He has not.
Is the ring a spinner ring?
What's that?
Is the ring a spinner ring?
No, it's not. The ring it was a ring that I actually had personally, that I no longer, I don't even know where that thing is. But they just made a replica of that. And I just say that it's my beer opening ring. Because if you'll notice, I crack beers with it, and that's really the only use it has. Somebody doesn't have to carry around a can opener. Hi.
Hi. First off, thank you for sharing your weekend with us after all the long hours you put in. Talk to us about the experience on Devour working with your father.
Yeah, that was intense. I don't know if I did a movie, a very low budget film. It didn't really turn out the way I thought it would. In fact, I remember watching it going, what is happening? I don't even remember this. But they cast my actual father to play my father in the movie, and it was really cool. It was something that I'd always wanted to do. I mean, you know, watching my dad as I grew up, you know, and doing. He's an actor, kind of a commercial actor in Dallas, and so he would do commercials and he would do, you know, stuff like that, and TV shows every now and again. He played a half a dozen roles on any television show that would film down there. So watching him, I just kind of got all my little quirks and stuff from him, and I always wanted to work with him, and so it was really neat to be able to play opposite him. He thinks that I showed him up on screen, and I think the opposite. So it's kind of a mutual respect there. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Hey.
Hi, Jensen. I'm Yvette.
Hi.
I wanted to thank you anyways. Friends and I came up to Vancouver this past spring.
Yeah.
And for what is and what never should be. We waited around.
You're the Jersey girl.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island girl.
We brought you that big basket of candy and the doggy snacks.
That's right.
Dogs.
That's right.
Patriots Cowboys.
That's right.
But I wanted to ask you, because I got more in conversation with Jared, and I didn't get to talk too much about your fighting. You guys have been fighting for a while, and I love that fight in skin. It's like so neat.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know, you've been doing it in Dark Angel, you've been doing it in this. Do you guys progress? Do you work on it? Do you like? Because I've been doing stunts and fighting for 16 years, and it's constant classes even now.
Right.
So do you have to constantly keep it going?
No, I mean, I'd like to say, yeah, we train day in and day out, but we don't have time to. We try to stay in shape as much as possible, you know, get in the gym and just keep our bodies, you know, athletic. But I honestly think that. How do you guys go there so quickly? It's amazing.
Always there.
I'll leave that one alone.
This question's from Anonymous. What do you say to the accusation that Jared... and that the success of the show has been... It's an anonymous question. I don't know who... He was very handsome. Sorry.
Yeah, now you're screwed, aren't you?
I know better than that. I know better than that.
I'm sorry, sir. What was your question?
Not mine.
Oh, okay.
It was anonymous.
And what was the question?
But what do you say to the many say true accusations that Jared's character, that's my character, Sam, is better looking, taller, younger. Okay, we can lose younger. than your character?
You have to ride shotgun. Is it? Am I out here? All right, guys, that's it. That's all.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go think about that drunk question. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.